Welcome back, everyone, to the BD1P Binding of Isaac modded series. Today is going to be a regular, not tainted Bertrand run for win number 5 and episode number 241, I think. Your question for today is going to be, put your answer in the comments down below. Do you think that video games are getting worse? Why or why not? C, by the way, is going to be VFER7MNA. We're going to be going for the chest path, Hush Delirium, or Beast. Probably not. We've gone a Beast a lot, I feel like, recently. But I wanted to talk about today a game that came out recently. A very good game, by the way, called Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which I played on stream today. I'll be playing as well, probably the rest of the week, live every single day with the game. And, you know, the game's good. Like, I'm not going to complain. It's a very fun game. But it kind of got me thinking, are video games becoming, quality-wise, worse? Or just, like, settling for mediocre? Because what I realized playing this game was that every review I saw was like, the graphics look great, it's so cute, the levels are very creative, and as I was playing it, all of that was like marginally true. It was mostly, hold on, watch this though, bang. It was mostly just like, the graphics look like a Switch game would, kind of plasticky, but it looks fine. The levels are pretty average. They don't do anything super crazy or creative aside from just like the assets. Like, for example, you can drive a boat, you can fly like on an archway, which are very creative ideas, but the design itself, how they implement those ideas into the actual world, is pretty marginal. And to be completely honest with you, I really don't think that the game is all that impressive. Like, we're in an era of gaming now where we've kind of seen all, done all with a lot of things. Like, we've already mastered the 3D formula, whether it be platforming or first-person shooters, stuff like that. We've kind of already mastered that. The 2D genre has been well redone over and over many, many times. So I guess the question is, what's next? And instead of trying to ask yourself what is next, I feel like a lot of games are kind of just settling. Like, in a way, they're just kind of like, well, this has worked in the past, so we'll do it again. Which, again, is not a terrible thing, because if it's not broke, why fix it kind of deal. But it is making me realize that with a franchise like Kirby, where I really like the kind of originality that franchise has and how it presents itself and its new ideas, it does lead me to believe that the game is kind of a letdown when it's really not that innovative as the past entries. And I kind of got thinking in a more general sense, like, what other games have kind of made me feel like that? And to be honest with you, it's been a lot of modern releases, specifically, by the way, first-party titles, or like, you know, like AAA titles, the games that are supposed to be pushing the boundary consistently because they have the most funding, that should be doing all of this genre bending and things like that. But really, they haven't. Like, I can't think of a single time that I've been wowed by a recent, and I mean like maybe past 5 years, AAA game. I heard the new From Software game, what's it called? Elden Ring, is very, very good. But again, I've also heard complaints that it's very similar to the other older Souls-like games. Like, I don't know. Maybe games aren't getting worse. They're just becoming more. That did not do what I wanted it to do. Oh, no, it did. It did. I can walk in here for essentially free now. They're just kind of becoming more comfortable being average, if that makes sense. And I could be entirely in the wrong there, but I don't know. There's a topic to be talked about there for sure. My cat is going feral once again. Thank you for these. I appreciate it. And I think the best place to start is, when do I think this kind of epidemic when it comes to games is kind of settling to be average happen? And I kind of want to pin this onto the idea of console and PC merging for platforms. Think, for example, when I don't think home console gaming is dead. I think it's a very thriving market. But the more you try to push these cross-platform games to be on both console and PC, I think is a point where, in order to appeal to a more general audience, I feel like games are more likely than not, you're dead. Get out of here. You lived through the spikes. You're actually insane. Goodbye. Now you're dead. Games have tried to appeal to a broader audience by kind of dumbing themselves down. And I don't think I'm the only person that feels like that, because I've seen plenty. Dude, my cat is sprinting. Sorry. I've seen plenty of complaints that it feels like games have lost their charm, or we're not seeing as many unique art styles in games. Now, I will say, indie gaming has been at a thriving network for a while. I think it shifted from being AAA games that kind of push the boundaries to being almost entirely just indie games that are repeatedly, hold on, big damage up, nice, pushing the line between what is game and what is like efficient storytelling, which is why I love indie games so much. But if I had to go back and pinpoint this to one location and to one time period, I should say, I think it was when games started to realize that they can put out their game on a max amount of platforms to appeal to a really, really, really wide user base. Again, it's not really that was really dumb. It's not really a bad thing, because having gaming be accessible is more often than not a very big, I'm going to get hit here no matter what, aren't I? Because your explosion is fairly huge. I got to like hit you and then back up, because you blow up a lot of area. I could bomb you. Okay. Ooh, we dodged. We're actually so good. It's kind of just that marginalization of putting things on every platform that I think might have helped make games a lot less innovative. Because I think one of the reasons a lot of games were so innovative was trying to work around the console they were on. Like, think, for example, the Nintendo Wii. If you wanted to put a game on the Wii, you better make sure you have fucking motion controls on. I don't really want Cursed Eye. It has no... Oh, it does have a unique synergy, but I don't like it. So we'll take... Oh, great. Blood, but so much better. That's so much better. Thank you so much, Isaac. I appreciate it. You're a gem. You really are. Let's not break the poops without having petrified poop in our hand. Thank you very much. Think of the Wii. If you wanted to have your game on the Wii, you had to have motion controls on there to some degree. And I think being forced to use that gimmick made a lot of devs, I guess, kind of try to implement that into their game. And by a result, it made their game feel a bit more unique, I guess, and it made it stand out more. Like, when I think of a game like Skyward Sword, for example, one of the most controversial Zelda games, because not only was it the first in the chronological timeline, but aside from just that, it really shoehorned the idea of using... Oh, what the fuck happened there? I tried to slam, but I couldn't slam. It really tried to shoehorn the idea of using motion controls in every part of its gameplay. Now, while a lot of that was frowned upon, the motion controls aspect, it did add a charm to the game that made it more talked about and a bit more, I don't want to say revered, but a bit more topical, you could say. And because of that uniqueness of the game, it has stood to be among one of the most memorable Zelda games to date. When I think of Zelda, I think of like Ocarina of Time, I think of Majora's Mask, I think of Link to the Past, but I also think of Skyward Sword. Out of any of the more modern 3D ones, and by modern I mean like Wii and up, I think Skyward Sword is one that I think of the most. Or also Wind Waker, because Wind Waker has that really charming art style, which leads me to my next point, which is the kind of the art style of a game. And we keep seeing that soul jar everywhere, but I want to know what it does. It seems to be kind of bad because it's quality 0, so I don't really want to fuck with that. I think I would much rather go for Angel Deal precedence over anything else. And I'll give you some HP to make that happen, just so we can get a reward for at least walking into here. If possible, maybe. Okay, we know what I'm drowsy is, which is nice. We're very, very, very slow. One more. Okay, Gimpy is actually quite good. I really enjoy Gimpy as an item. It's going to let this run go a lot farther, I hope. Now, we're only at 3 total hits before we die, so why don't we take a trip into our shop, shall we? No, that's not worth it. I can just permanently upgrade for 10 cents at a sewing machine, so no thank you. What I am going to do, though, I think, is this. Just to get some more... Is that drowsy? It's not. Are you a full health? You are also not a full health. That sucks a lot. I really want to get my HP back to a really good place, and I want to get my bone hearts filled, but it's not looking super, super, super likely. What's going on in the sacrifice room? No hearts? All right, piss off then. Which is the art style of a game is my next point. Because the art style of a game, I think, is what makes a game stick out in somebody's head. For example, for a more personal relation, the past couple months I've been playing through essentially what is just every single Kirby game to ever exist, and the ones that stick out in my head the most are the ones that took that big leap with the art style. For example, I think one of my new favorite games of maybe even like all time is Kirby's Epic Yarn. Not only did that game change up the Kirby formula by an insane amount, you can't fly in that game, you have no powers, you only have your yarn, but it also has what is one of the best art styles in the franchise, which is an entirely paper mache crafted yarn styled graphics. And that is honestly, I think, one of the best the franchise has looked. You can say the HD graphics of Star Allies or even Forgotten Land look better, but it's not as charming nor as full of character. Now, to give you the best example I can, one of the most average but also memorable games for me in that series is Kirby and the Canvas Curse. And Canvas Curse has a beautiful, that's a full health for us pretty much, huge, has a beautiful, beautiful style. It is all claymation, and it runs at 30 frames a second? It might be 24. It's entirely like stop motion based, and it looks just fantastic. I mean, this game is... What's still alive in here? Oh, the blood puppy got you up there. Okay. And it just is immaculate. I mean, seriously, I don't think I've ever looked at a game that's been that artistically creative and honestly, in gameplay wise, kind of average, and loved it so much because the entire time the game was boring to me, like whether it was just a regular level being boring, a mechanic being boring, I could always look at the screen and just be entertained by how good the game looked, which is why I think graphics are generally really important to a game. I know a lot of people think that the graphics don't really help make a game better or worse. I think graphics don't make a game worse, but they can make a game better. It has the power to make a game, but not break a game, if that makes sense. I mean, there are cases where it can. You can have some pretty ugly-looking games, but at the end of the day, you can still have fun playing those, I think. That was great for HP. We don't really have much use for that. Now that we might have some use for, hoping for an angel deal. If not, we'll save this for our secret room, hopefully on this floor. I want to take the game kit with us for some free room clears and health. We also want to open up that if we possibly can. That's a very nice looking chest. But while graphics can't break a game, they definitely can make one. Because to be honest with you, not Canvas Curse, sorry, Rainbow Curse, my bad. Rainbow Curse was a good game, but it did have some moments of pure mediocrity. However, I was not bored during those points because I had an amazingly good-looking and cutesy art style to look at and be entertained by, which I think is just as important. Lunchbox. I mean, that's interesting because we can get a bunch of HP from that. And it could give us all stats up occasionally. We might think about taking that. It depends on what this floor gives us, I think, for our mystery gift slash what? There was a guy there? I didn't even see him, bro. Slash our angel or devil deal. Oh, no, you hit me, you son of a bitch. Get out of here. Go fight the boss. You spawned on top of me. What? Come on. Oh, you are... Oh, you're dead. Okay. Now I see why you guys like Blood Puppy so much. I should have given you an honest-to-God chance before. I should have given you a chance. You did just shred that boss almost entirely for me. You're alive still? I can't even hit you. Oh, I can't hit him as his character. Oh, no. We got a devil deal. I'm going to walk in. Oh, fuck me. I can't hit you, dude. Okay. I'm going to use this in here. It sucks. It's actually garbage. Stars. 2 stars cards. Okay. Got a scratch card as well. I wish I could hit you. I'm going to bomb you. Come here. I'm tired of dodging around your sorry ass. Get out of here. Scratch card. Ooh. Luck multiplier. Pretty good. We get poker. I'm not going to take poker chips at all, though. I'm going to keep opening this up, and I think we're going to take a lunchbox down with us. We have so much HP to burn through right now. Like an insane amount. That's really good. That's really, really good. Drop me an item, will ya? I'm going to sacrifice the Soul Heart over the Bone Heart, I think. Hella Pills, please no. Perks. Oh, we could walk out, and I guess Tears Up's good. Drowsy's very nice to see. I think Bone Hearts are just better to have, so we're going to just sacrifice the Black Hearts away and stuff like that, and you're done. Interesting. Okay, we take the Bone Hearts. I think you actually want to take a Black Rune with you. Yeah, that was a pretty good room for us either way. And now that we have Lunchbox, and we can probably get some good old battery charges on that, we might be seeing not only tons of, that was there the entire time, tons of HP, but also tons of fodder for our now guaranteed devil deals every single floor. Now that being said, it could be a 50-50 angel or devil, but still the HP is good to have. Why don't we walk in here? There was no battery, sadly. You have a unique synergy with me? Oh, it can either lengthen or shorten your status effects. Interesting. I like that, though. It's a cool idea. Let's go to our cursed room as well. What was I talking about before? I'm all scatterbrained right now from my long-ass stream for Forgotten Land. Something about games being bad and I'm a negative person. Something like that. I guess to kind of wrap around back to our topic, I don't think games are getting worse. I just think that our expectations are both too high and the games are settling for mediocrity instead of just trying to consistently push the boundaries. But you also have those examples of games like Breath of the Wild, which kind of helped revolutionize the open world experience. You have Mario Odyssey, which I think perfected the 3D platforming genre of open world and multiple environments and things like that. And those are great, but then you get to a game like Forgotten Land, which it takes like steps back, I feel like, from what Nintendo has already accomplished in their library. One of the biggest examples to me personally was the way the camera works. Usually in 3D platforming games, now, granted, I'm talking about open world more so, you have kind of more, that's not there, reign over the camera. You have a higher, like, control, where you're looking and how the camera is positioned on you. Forgotten Land has I'm an idiot, dude. Wait, no, I'm not. Hold on. Okay, I'm kind of dumb, but give me a second here. How many rooms are on this floor? Oh, I wasn't looking at the goddamn game. Oh my god, that was a squander. But wait, you're going to be on the other side though too. So hold on, we're still fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. We fucked up twice, but have a third chance at redemption. There's a restock machine in those rooms, and we have a pedestal spawning item. So, you catch my drift, I'm going to try to get 1 to 2 pedestals down in that room. It's going to require a battery charge or 3 mini batteries. And we're going to try something here. We're going to try something real nice and good here. If we can force an R-key, I'm more looking for a death cert for a funny Bertrand synergy, but R-key would be good for completion marks, I guess, and we can stop playing as Bertrand every rotation and just play as him on the random occasional off day. We can also walk in here and Black Rune this for damage. It's very, very nice. We have great HP. Now, we obviously could die at any moment. Oh, brother. You know, a lot of mistakes were made in there, and stopwatch is not helping the situation, but you got to take some risks sometimes. You got to take some risks. Get out of here. Oh! We're a little bit safer now. Blood Puppy fucking terrifies me, might I add. Do not go ultra mode. Do not go sicko mode. Stay normal. Take your fucking normal pills, please. I hate if you went like super on me. We have, I think, 0 chance of living through any kind of regular room. But I don't know. When I see a game like Forgotten Land, which has a really awkward camera, it's extremely zoomed out, and the frame rate is not good. Like, that's one thing that bothers me a lot, is everyone's like, the game looks so good. It looks so clean and cute, but it runs at, like, 30 FPS. It runs better in handheld mode, for God's sake. because the game looks better at a lower resolution. It's frustrating to me. It really is. I mean, Star Allies looked and ran very nicely. And I get we're on a whole new playing field, but Mario Odyssey, which was, I think, technically a much more powerful game, looks better, runs better. I don't know if my Switch is just dying, but Forgotten Land is so chunky, and it doesn't even really look that good. It doesn't look that good. It's a very painfully average. It looks like a Wii U game. I'm gonna say it looks like a fucking Wii U game. No troll bomb? Okay. Why don't we? There's no chance we get another charge off here. We're just gonna start doing this now. I'm gonna pop this over here, get the 2 hearts for myself. Raw liver. Charity. Keeper's Penny. That is really, really good. We're going to take Keeper's Penny. That's going to give us extra shop items per floor and more money. And that's more money as well right here. I'm not going to fight the boss. This run is too good. I don't want to lose a run like this early on. It's too good to lose. Go on down to here. And let's go with it. I'm feeling pretty good about this run right now. Anyways, like, it doesn't look that good. It kind of runs like shit. But the game is still, like, fun. It's definitely a step up from Star Allies, but here's my thought process. I think the Kirby devs thought that putting Kirby in 3D was enough of a gimmick to sell the entire game out, when in actuality, it barely is enough to me. We've already had games that kind of experiment with the 3D fashion. I'm going to take a black rune, actually. That already... Can we black run over in the shop? That already use 3D. Even Return to Dreamland on the goddamn Wii had 3-dimensional mechanics. It was a what we call a 2.5D game. You're getting black runed for shot speed, sure. Where it puts things in the background to still be available to the player in the foreground. While it isn't necessarily a full 3D game, it still has those elements inside of it. Now, another thing about Forgotten Land is that when it was first announced, it was marketed as being an open world game almost. It didn't say that explicitly, but it was intended, I think, to make the consumer think it would be a full 3D open world adventure. Which is not the case. It is a more Mario 3D styled or level-based linear 3D game, which again is not a bad thing necessarily. But for what the game is trying to sell as the next, well, I gotta do a slam here. As the next kind of era of Kirby, it is really not so much different than any of the previous entries. I didn't feel a sense of, wow, this is Kirby in 3D when I was playing the game. I just thought, wow, this is Kirby. That's it. The 3D was not even close to enough to make me feel like it was a new, fully third-dimensional title, if that makes sense. Which, again, I'm ragging on the game a lot, but I'm having fun playing it. I'm actually going for 100% right now off camera while we fucking speak. It's very fun, but it kind of sucks to think, man, what could we have gotten here? Like, what could this game have given us instead of just a kind of not so powerful, almost a trimmed down game? Like, there's only 12 powers in the game. Woohoo! Alrighty then. We now have Eucharist, technically, which is very, very good. Okay, got my pips filled for a damage up there. Nice. We have guaranteed angel deals. We could also go to our devil if we want to, but honestly, man, I'd rather keep the red hearts all the way through and just use angel. We have lunchbox for getting... That was huge damage. Okay, just stand here and do this. Oh, I can do one of these, too. That hurts you, though. Maybe not the right boss to do some slide attacks on. But that is for sure. That was a great dodge also. Totally intentional there. Okay, maybe you don't do what you're trying to do. Not a great idea, to be honest with you. Just focus. Just focus a little bit, and you'll be fine. Good. Bit of a longer fight. We'll get through it, though. Not too much longer. Nice hit right there on those eyes. Okay. I'm going to do it here. I'm a fucking sucker for sliding. Here we go again. The final hit. Boom, baby. Grab that for yourself. How are we going to prioritize all of the hearts we're going to have for red HP, though? You can just not take the items, I guess. You don't have to take the HP up. It will become a stat up passively eventually. Go. 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 That was a beautiful handling at that last section there. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to go for like maybe 8 red hearts and have 4 spots for bone hearts or soul hearts. You don't want to go for an all red heart build. Because if you're at a point in the run where you need HP and the only things on the ground are spirit hearts, you're fucked. You are angry again. Come here. Hit myself with that one. You want a lot of this stuff in here. Oh, 4.5 is easy. Didn't even think about that. That's going to give us plenty of charges. Ace of clubs, 2 of diamonds, the sun. That's huge. And what are you? Magician. Okay. Well, obviously, here's the play. You have plenty of red hearts on the ground in here, so... And there's Blood Bag for a full health on you again. Lovely. Get all your money back. I kind of do want to buy Compass for later floors, and we can see if our sacrifice room is on those floors or not, but might be kind of a waste. You're going to want a lot of money on this run, so I think you want to use... Well, because you could find another Temperance machine, so save the Sun card. I would probably choose to... Oh, there's your arcade right there. I would probably choose to come back for... What's it called? And what was the other card we had in there? I kind of... Oh, 2 of diamonds. I would come back for that at a later date, I think. Get out of here, please. What do these red mushrooms mean? Nothing. Okay, it means literally nothing. You want to do this. And pray for... dude, I wanted to get... I really wanted to get IV back. I want money right now. I don't want this hodgepodge HP up bullshit. Give me straight cash, man. Ay. Can I get another machine, please? One more try. We gotten 2 amazing HP upgrade payouts there, and we're rocking almost too much red heart HP. An IV bag would have been insanely perfect there, but whatever. We can go to our cursed room now, I guess. That's fine. Wonderful. But I don't know. I'm ragging on the game a lot, and I do think it's a very fun game, but we're settling. I think that consumers as well are becoming more accustomed to yearly mediocre releases and waiting, 4 or 5 years for an actual innovative and long-lasting game. To be like, think about it this way. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Nobody talks about that game anymore because it was just kind of like Hyrule Warriors 1, a little bit more stuff in there. And a tie-in to the lore for the other Zelda game. Now, if that game would have spent, let's say, 3 years in development, like 3 or 4 years more, maybe, and came out with all of its DLC and a bit more attention to detail and things like that, I think it would be a longer-lasting title. Now, not all titles are made to be long-lasting, amazing, timeless classics, but you have a higher chance of that the longer you spend on your game and the more thought you put into it. Now, I'm not a game dev. I don't know how this shit works. I'm talking out of my ass, essentially, right now, which is not a very good thing to do. How does 4.5 plus this work? Are we not getting 4.5 charges? No, we are. It's not really... Oh, because we have a 12. That's why it's not showing up. It's too small of an increment. There we go. Yeah, now we're getting extra charges here. Okay. Beautiful. And if we do less damage but more hits, we do gain more charges out of that. Good. Huge. You're angry already? Come on, man. Ugh. Why are you always so goddamn mad? Come here. This is an easy Sun card play right here. Nothing is giving me what I want. I want to lose HP, man. Cut me some slack. Definitely. Do you have Mega Satan? You do not have. So this is going to be a chest run for Mega Satan, I think. You can go for a 4.5 in here, potentially. Okay. Pop that. Beautiful. The less damage you do, the better for 4.5. Good. I don't want to be here forever, though, so go a little bit faster if you can. As long as you're gaining like 2 to 3 out of a room, you're getting a big improvement on what you previously have. It becomes more of a 6-charge item than a 12-charge, which is pretty overpowered. Got 3 right there. That was huge damage. Slam. There we go. Lovely. All right. I'm going to grab the HP up because I'm a coward. And I want to get a... Oh, I can just pop the Sun card for... just take it. Who gives a shit, man? Who really gives a shit right now? Full health from PJs as well. A lot of full health on this floor in particular. We have not seen our item room yet, which is strange. We have a black rune? When did that get down there? I don't recall getting a black rune in that champion room. But oh well. Whew. A little risky, but it worked out in our favor for sure. I mean, do the 4.5 lunchbox charge though. If we can get a battery bomb and make this thing pay out like a ton, we could be seeing like a max stats run as Bertrand. Now, here's a situation. Parents went away on a week's vacation, left the keys to a brand new Porsche. Menstruation. Crazy. No thank you though. That's a big thank you. That's some Fresh Prince music for you guys. I mean, the Fresh Prince, Will Smith himself, has a very weird career to me because he was... Did his music come first or did his acting come first? Because I honestly, it's going to sound weird, but my mom was a Fresh Prince fan. And I knew of his music before I even watched The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And to be quite frank with you, his DJ Jazzy Jeff collabs... Oh, it's hiding up there. Weird. Actually go kind of hard, to be real with you. The DJ Jazzy Jeff collabs like tend to... You know what? I actually think the Sun card is going to be better for us in a couple of... I'm gonna take it. In a couple of scenarios. He has that banger right there. I forget what it's called, honestly. It's a 2-part song. It's a 2-part song. The first part's about... he hates his mom picking out school outfits for him when he's a kid. And the next part's about him stealing his parents' car when they're on vacation. Very good, positive messages there he's sending out. But, dude, they're kind of bangers. It might be called Parents Just Don't Understand. That's what it's called. Parents Just Don't Understand, I think. He's had a very weird career, though. I mean, going from a TV star to a musician to a movie star to being a world-renowned cuckold is kind of a really great arc for... It feels like it's an anime arc almost. This guy's going through all the fucking grief stages. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I believe him and his wife, which I'm not going to judge, by the way. I don't really care either way. But him and his wife were in like an open relationship. But, wait, can I? I can't give up. I can't upgrade my Bluppy, can I? Ooh, I don't mind this. And when they were announcing it, I forget what happened exactly, but it was a really awkward announcement, and you could tell that, like, I don't think Will was entirely on board with the thing, but he wanted to make his wife happy, so sure, you know what, good for you, man. As long as the lady's happy, right? But people are clowning on him for a while for being a cuck, which is like... Yeah. May affect shot speed. Then fart with size 21. Say no more. It did affect our shot speed, and we are very fast, and our stats are kind of going... Oh, that's $3 bill making our stats crazy. I wanted that dime, you bitch. I wanted that dime. And again, I'm not going to judge anybody, right? Because like as long as you're happy in your relationship, it's not my business. However, like it should be a two-party consent to being in an open relationship, right? It shouldn't be one person being like, I want to meet other people, and then you guys got to agree with it. Now, again, I'm sure most are two-party consent, but there's that one viral video a couple days ago of that dude. We can farm 4.5 here infinitely. Hold on. Of that dude who was like, it was a YouTube channel. Those of you who watch Moist Critical know what I'm talking about because he covered this recently. There was a YouTube channel where the husband of the channel was in an open with his wife, and she was just like making fun of him, like while they were recording. They're kind of like game crash. They were recording their like coming out as polyamorous video, I guess. Can the game just crash, please? I don't want to sit here for 6 years. And he did not look happy about it. And look, again, if they both want it, it's fine. But it was kind of like the thing in that show Arrested Development, sorry, where they get into an open relationship and the husband can't find anybody. So he's like lying about how much pussy he gets, and the wife is like also kind of struggling, but she's doing a lot better than he is. It's like that kind of joke where like they're only doing it to one up each other when they should just get divorced. Like they're not happy together, obviously. They should get divorced, but they're instead just riding it out and seeing where the road takes them. Are we going to get a different TM trainer item this floor? I wonder. If the game decides to load for me, obviously. It's been a minute. Let me in, please. I guess we'll pause and we'll be right back once again. Okay, I think we're back. We got our golden penny back. We do not have our TM trainer. We'll get the TM trainer item back. Just you guys fucking wait. What I was saying was that, like, I don't get to control your relationship. But if you are unhappy enough to try an open relationship, I think you should first consider a divorce. I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm just saying like that they don't usually work out. I personally know somebody who was in an open for a while with because they weren't having a good time together, and it just caused them a lot more strife. Whenever I see a open relationship, I guess, coming out type video, it always kind of makes me think like, how long is this going to last? Like, how long are they truly going to be happy not being monogamous with each other? Which, again, I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, it doesn't usually work out. And every one of these, it is the same thing. It's seeded. That's very strange. Didn't expect that. But every time I've seen it play out, it's like a sitcom where I can get the dime now. Hold on. Dime? We got the dime. We kind of cheated, I guess, a little bit there, but it's not too bad. We don't get our eternal globe and whatever. I don't even care anymore. Where it's obvious they are just trying to, you know, that post-breakup feeling where the only thing you want to do is show your ex how good you're doing. It's kind of like that, but they get to stay close as a couple to show off just truly how well they are doing. That's kind of what I see a lot of. It's going to sound bad, but that's what I see a lot of poly relationships do. I think if you... The same room? I got to find a way around this crash. I'm going to just Emperor card on this floor, I think. Give me a second. Okay, final try. What we're going to do here is we're going to go get our dime. We're going to go to our secret room once again, and then we're going to go stars card and then straight to our boss, and then also shop. I'm not going to clear any of the floor. And, you know, it's a good trade-off, right? Because I'm not going to get any lunchbox charges this way either. But that room is very bad for our game. Do everything the same we did previously. Don't do any weird cheats. But anyways, I think if you start in a poly relationship, I think it definitely could work out. I think if you transition your monogamous one into a polyamorous one, you're just going to create problems for yourself. And I'm not gonna you know, be shameful here, because when I had my previous breakups, I definitely wanted to show off to my ex how great I was doing without them. It's natural. You want to show the person you think wronged you just how well you can do on your own. And usually, and I'll say usually here, it is a very negative thing to do. Just even the sprite is seeded. Very interesting. It's a very negative thing to do just because dime. There we go. We're going to go... I can't open up my console, can I? Well, my debug console is not working. Let's just not go up there. Let's go somewhere else. I'm also going to save and quit so we can save our progress right here. I've had that feeling before. I've tried to show off to my ex, like, oh, I'm doing really good without you, because, like, it's not so much rub it in your face. It's more of just, like, I can still do good even if you're not here to, like, be with me. And if you're trying to... I don't know what the fuck is happening. All right, that's hopefully our final crash. I do have it open, so we can just G, get out of caps, please. What's the card for the hermit is 10. We'll go to the hermit first, and we'll get a bunch of weird stuff in here real quick. Revenge. Now we'll definitely take starvation. It seems to be pretty okay for us. I could go for Alabastard box, but that's not going to be huge. That's going to be a battery drop maybe for us here if we get lucky. Nope. We get some of these for God knows what. Luck down, fantastic. Tiny sack, no thank you. Full health is huge. I'm going to take full health for sure. And then we'll take this back. And now we're going to go. I believe it's GK31 for Joker, but we want to go to instead. What is the stars card? K, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's 18. There we go, boys. Now we go to our item room on this floor and not crash. We get, oh god, a jumping thing. We'll get Tanky Boy, sure. And now we go GK5, and we leave this floor with a good standing. And we're not going to get any charge from our, what is happening? Our head is not having a good day. Jesus Christ. We get this. Okay, we're kind of back in an okay position. Spawns Job's wife. Do I care about Job's wife? It seems to be pretty okay. Yeah, I'll take it. We'll pop this down, too. I'll take that as well. I don't really give a shit anymore and bomb this. Okay, going back to our topic, I'm finally out of my infinite game crash loop, I think. Why is our head doing that? Oh, it must be our TM trainer item causing that. And our shot speed going all wonky mid-shot. That's interesting. Bomb this as well. I think if you start in a poly relationship, it can work out. I think transitioning into a poly relationship from a monogamous one is going to lead to the issues of you trying to constantly one-up your ex. Which, again, is a negative thing. It might seem fun to do in the moment, but it usually leads to more problems down the road. Now, here's the thing, is I know I am talking from a very closed point of view. I have not myself been in a poly relationship ever. But I can imagine it leads to a lot of jealousy. I can imagine it leads to a lot of issues in that regard. And I can imagine... Are you fucking kidding me? All right, guys, fuck this. That was like my third or fourth or fifth crash. You know what we're going to do in this run? You know what we're going to do? Fuck this. We're going to the hermit right away. Well, what, another, we can't get starvation twice, you fool. All right, now we're going the stars. I can't take any more crashes. Play-Doh, huge. I don't know if it's the modding, because the modding API just recently got changed. I don't know if it's that or if it's the TM trainer item we have. I could try to remove that, but it's only happening when we clear a room. So I think it is modding related. Piece of cheese, my favorite item in the entire game. Battle Royale? Boom, 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 boom. I'm not going to take that. We're fine. We are definitely okay. What I was trying to say before I got so rudely cut off by the game crashing is that, again, a lot of it's rooted in jealousy and it causes issues. And as my girlfriend just pointed out in between the crashes, she said it's either the girl's idea and the guy is unhappy, or it's the guy's idea and the girl is unhappy. Which, again, it's usually a one-party agreement, but the second party agrees just to make the first party happy and hopefully find that monogamy again, I think. That's my final interpretation. All right, we're going to skip every room. Baby, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Spawns a baby that spawns a baby up to 3 times. First baby shoots... I mean, you can't turn down baby, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. That's too good. Baby AB. He's spawning so many baby ABs. That's insane. All right, now we're going to the freaking the shop, baby, with $14. The Halo's pretty good. I can upgrade Jacob? Oh, he's got a crown. Look at that little guy got a crown on his head. All right, now our time for GK5. We're going to give next floor, the womb, our last chance to not crash on us. Or it can crash in the middle of the fucking mom fight. Fantastic. Okay, chat, here's the plan. We are just going to go to the final floors with what we have right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go stage 10 for Cathedral and GK5. That's the wrong, I got to go 10A. I know I'm canceling right now, but like we could win. If we can win this run right now, we could win it with any configuration here. And I don't want to sit here through 600 game crashes. And I've noticed every time we crash, there is an eternal enemy in the room. So I think it might be the eternal enemy if it's not our... Oh god. Not our TM trainer item. So I think it's eternal based. We'll see though. If our final blue baby fight's eternal, then we'll know. I'm sorry the episode's being so scattered right now. I just cannot sit through crashing my game every single room. This is fine. Again, we're not streaking for some really high number. We're going to have fun with the mods. You know, it's already an invalid streak because we're using mods, so who really gives a shit at the end of the day? But I don't know. Usually I would scrap a run like this for the YouTube channel, but we had a good conversation today about monogamy and polyamory. Oh, we didn't have the fucking Polaroid. Well, the run's over then. Forgot to get the Polaroid. Unless. Hold on, chat. Achievements are off. But can we turn them? No, we can't turn them back on. Well, let's just do stage 11A GK5. We'll end it off on an actual final boss here. We're not going to get a mark for blue. We'll just fight blue baby. We're not going to get a mark, but who cares? Just spin around real fast. That's all. I know it's a sad ending to our run. We had good commentary. We had a good talk today, but not everyone has to, not everyone in Isaac has to agree with us, I guess. There it is. There's my final closing statement. TLDR, I don't care what you do. You can be poly, you can be monogamous. I don't give a shit. Just don't do it for the wrong reasons, I guess. And goodbye. Now the run's officially over. Finally. Again, if you enjoyed, a like and a comment goes a long way for a small channel like mine. Sorry for the run being so scattered, but I can't do anything about it. Hopefully it's not the modding API and it's just that Bertrand run. We'll see in the future, though. But in the meantime, guys, I have been BD1P. Peace out and goodbye.